Welcome back to Unapologetically Unfiltered. This is part 2 of our crowdsourced dating confessions, and once again, our listeners did not disappoint. We asked you for your wildest dating stories, and somehow we ended up with capes, a very questionable designer handbag situation, and a brush with the law that we're still puzzled about. It's chaotic, it's iconic, and it feels very much like us getting back to our roots. Just Georgia and I unpacking the reality of modern dating in all of its unfiltered glory. Let's get into it. Okay, this is another semi-COVID lockdown dating story. I'm getting a lot of COVID things in here.
Yeah.
And she says, so it was between COVID lockdowns, or maybe just before, in Sydney. So there was not a lot going on. And I was talking to this guy on Instagram. We'd been talking for months, but I'd been traveling. He'd been playing in different states in Australia. And we finally found a time to catch up. So he's a cricket player. And, at that point, he had a career that was probably he was set to be probably fairly famous.
Ooh.
He was 6'7" tall and
Wow.
very attractive.
Yeah.
So she was really keen to meet up with him and go on a date. So they went for a drink at a bar, had a couple of drinks, and then they went home together to her place and walked in the back door, sat down on the couch and started watching a bit of YouTube. And then after a little while, they started kissing. And he picked her up and carried her upstairs, which she was really, really impressed with. Unfortunately, he was crap in bed.
Oh.
She had no idea if he was dead or alive. And when she gave him that feedback that she'd, like a little bit of reassurance during sex, just to let her know that he was enjoying it or feeling a little bit of pleasure, he said, he was a bit defensive and he said, it's not a political debate. We don't need to talk during sex.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit rude. Anyway, he actually asked if he could stay over. And she says, I don't really do that, but I guess so. In the morning, he left to go to cricket training, of course, because cricket. And she went downstairs to go and buy herself some coffee and breakfast. And when she did that, she went to go and grab her bag and her wallet to run out the door, and she realised that her Louis Vuitton tote and wallet had been stolen.
What?
And she was like, what the fuck? Where did this go? Did the cricketer take my Louis Vuitton tote that was tucked into the desk chair?
Or did someone break in and steal it? Or what are the options?
So it turns out that the cricketer on his way into the house did not lock the back door. And because he picked her up and carried her upstairs when they were kissing, she kind of forgot. So someone had walked into the house while they were asleep.
Yeah.
And stolen her bag.
What?
And no. So she was like, oh my God, my bag. Obviously a Louis Vuitton tote.
Yeah, that's not something that you want stolen.
No.
I get a, Kmart bag or something.
No money in the wallet or anything. Not
Yeah.
much else in there, but just the Louis Vuitton bag itself. So she calls the police and to report it because she thought, oh God, there's no way that he would take the bag. He's gone to training and he wouldn't know a Louis Vuitton bag if it hit him in the head. So she calls the police. The police come over and it's a male constable and a female constable. Anyway, the male constable's looking around and the female constable comes up to her and she says, so, what happened? What were you doing? And she says, I was on a date. We were at a bar and then we came back here and then, we went upstairs and we went to sleep. And she says, okay, well, no problem. Can you just give me his details for the report? I just need his first name and his last name.
Oh.
And she says, okay, it's Cricketer Smith. And she says, the constable says, okay, well, do you have his phone number? I need his phone number for the report. And she says, I don't have his phone number. I was only speaking to him on Instagram. Mortified.
Yeah.
And luckily, the female constable was kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie, we get it.
We're just going to leave
It's
it.
a first date
But
kind of
not,
vibes, yeah.
not only did she have shit sex, it was a disappointment. She lost her Louis Vuitton bag. But
Her
she
fucking
also...
bag
The
was
toes!
gone.
But
Like,
she also suffered the embarrassment of getting secondhand judgment
from the police.
constable. That's right.
Hold on, sweetie. Was this you? Hold on. 6'7" athlete. Was this you?
Yes, and I lost my toad.
Oh my god. So if you're Cricketer Smith and you have her Louis Vuitton tote, she needs it back.
I have no phone number for him either.
Oh.
Mortifying.
Who like goes to someone's house, hooks up with them, gives them shit sex, and then steals their Louis Vuitton bag?
Or leaves the door open so that somebody else can steal the bag.
That is
Awful.
crazy.
Bad morning.
Oh my god.
Regrets.
Oh my god.
Never saw him again.
I don't blame you. That one's for the trash bin.
We don't like cricketers anymore.
Oh no. Okay. I was at my work Christmas party. Oh my gosh.
Naughty.
Why does shit always go down at work Christmas parties?
Always.
Like, it's just the silly season, isn't it? Which was a nautical themed party.
Naughty, naughty. Sailors.
And I started flirting with a really cute guy who was a bit younger than me.
Yeah.
Young king. Somehow we ended up going home together. I was staying at my girlfriend's place and couldn't get the gate to the apartment block open. We ended up having to scale the very high fence and jump into the garden to get in. He was only 24, but the sex was really good.
Well, worth the scaling.
It was worth. Oh, that's so funny. In the morning, he had nothing to wear home as we were dressed in the costumes for the work party. So I had to lend him one of my friend's husband's t-shirt to get home and make him promise to bring it back to me. I actually never got that t-shirt back.
Oh, how'd she explain it to the friend's husband? Or to the friend?
Oh.
Whoopsie, sorry sweetie, I gave your husband's shirt to a 24-year-old that I had sex with in your bed after we scaled the fence.
And of course he wouldn't give it back. He's 24.
24.
Like, you've got no money at 24. So.
True.
And what if it was like one of his really good tops?
I know.
I'd be so pissy.
It just reminds me of like all the doors and the gates in Bali. You can never open them when you're sober, let alone drunk.
Yeah. You just have to climb over.
Exactly. Well, how adventurous.
How adventurous. Stay tuned for more stories.
Juicy dating stories.
And that wraps up part 2 of your crowdsourced dating confessions. From capes to questionable designer handbag situations that I'm still crying over. You really outdid yourselves this time. Or we did, rather. Thank you again to everyone who sent in their stories. We genuinely loved reading every single one and laughing about them too. This has been Unapologetically Unfiltered, and we'll catch you in the next episode.